Victory or death for Doomhammer.
Alright. That's a very non-picky keep, but it's pretty good. Not as good against the Control Warrior, but if it's Aggro Warrior, it's pretty good. Got one more chance to get the spell damage totem. Actually, I have a lot of chances. I'm not gonna do anything against the frothing until I get it, I think. Unless I want to play Feral. That's not bad. I'll likely have a way to kill one and then be able to use the frothing. Well, I'll likely have a way to wound one and then use a frothing berserker to kill one. That's actually the perfect answer, but at least even in this case I can kill off this guy. Probably with lightning bolts. The other one takes too much damage. 4 mana next turn, that's fine.
My blade be thirsty.
I can't hex that. I'll lose the game. Ah, alright. Okay, and I got the Argent Commander if things go really south, which they easily could here. Oh wow, Arcanite Reaper. Oh, must be not Control Warrior. It was looking like this could be a Control Warrior game. Or it could just be a Control Warrior with Arcanite Reaper. That's pretty rare. Looks like it might be mid-range Warrior. Or it's Aggro Warrior and I just haven't seen these super aggro cards. You just hit me with the Reaper, so that pretty much tells me what it is. 3, 6, 7. Or I can actually hit the guy, but I really don't want to, but I will. Because it's mana efficient. Besides, if this is Aggro Warrior, being at this amount of life is good enough.
Try this.
Many weapons in his deck. If only I had something in my deck that killed weapons. Would be nice. For safety.
Back to work.
Alright. Might be for the best that that amount of damage going for the head is instead going for my fire elemental. Lightning Storm kills them both. 3, 5, 9. Perfect. I'm okay with giving Mana Tide Totem Taunt, I guess. It served its purpose. Now it can bring even more glory. And a strong combatant.
My shield for Argon.
Darn, I just had to get the taunt totem.
They'll never know what.
It's redundant.
You call that?
Alright, Lightning Bolt does 4, 5, 6. Use the Flame Tongue to send this guy in. It's real good. Now this is a really comfortable matchup against a warrior this time around. Seems he didn't draw into very much aggression for some reason. Also, it looks like I missed it on 2 damage. But oh my gosh, planned! It's at Immortal Strike range.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
For Retreat.
6, 9, 12, 15. Alright.
Must protect the wild. For Doomhammer.
I'm so unpicky. Or rather, the hand looks good. Desi Wolf, thanks for the gift. Leaves a question of, hey Trump, why not remove one Earthshock for a Bloodlust? Good luck reaching Legendary. Turns out that the Earthshock really helps out the matchups in which I am weak. And also Earthshock is just really, really good. The glories of Earthshock. It does 9 damage against Twilight Drake. Kills Leper Gnome without taking damage. Against Argent Squire, it's one of the few ways to trade evenly. Against Harvest Golem, you kill 2-1, and you deal damage to the main thing, which combos well with the axe. Scarlet Crusader is a one-shot, which is growing in popularity in Zoo. It's one of the cards I was skeptical on at first, but I think it deserves a 2 spot, at least in the current. At least as things are at the moment. So the next turn, the plan is to Yeti and then Lightning Bolt his Yeti. I'll make sure the Yeti gets minimum value. Even something small like forcing a... Oh, okay. He tried to max value out of his Yeti. Respectable. He killed the totem with it before it died. Okay. It's too bad I got the top totem.
Shields up.
If I get the taunt totem, I'll hex. No, I've got 5 damage. I mean, if I get the taunt totem, I'll Minotide. There's no condition where I'll hex here. 2, 3, 5, 2. Nice, the healing. That helps. Looking forward to this Manatide totem. Looks to be very good. Hard to imagine a world where he takes board control this turn. Although I can imagine some scenarios. It's unlikely. Alright, choose not to attack into him because my Yeti gets healed for 1. I considered hating the Yeti with my axe, but I can do it next turn. And something drastically wrong could go. Could happen, as it usually could.
My shield for Argus!
It could be worth hexing if he chooses not to trade his Yeti off. Hit. I might hex that. Gadgetzan hex. I've got the Earthshock for the Cairn.
Elements guide me.
5/6 is about as big as it gets.
Guide me.
I got the best deals anywhere.
By fire.
Good is I can kill that with a rock biter. Brave Sir Gadgetzan, I call upon you. 5, 6, 8. Unless I draw a hex. There's a problem with this. No, there's no problem. 2, 1, 1. 6. Wait, there is a problem.
Always little time.
Fine.
Time to pay.
I can't play the Flame Tongue Totem. It dies to the defender plus the shapeshift. That's too little value. This is rough though. 4, 7, 9, 10. I was hoping to get the spell damage totem. Then I can kill this. This +1 spell damage could be really dangerous. And I'm flirting with death right now, but seems the best I can do. Oh man. Double spell damage. Very scary. Oh, the nightmare. Two, 5, 8, 10. Swipe number 2. That would be quite absurd.
What to do? I must safeguard the land.
My shield for Argus!
0% chance of Keeper dying to Lightning Storm, but the Wrath of Air totem will get it. And I'll use the Flame Tongue now. The reason not to put the Flame Tongue out, even bolstering taunts, is because it's unreliable. And Flame Tongue could have died the last turn. I also should have sacked this first. Less chance I get the 1/1 totem. Well, this actually doesn't look as bad anymore. It depends entirely on what he's got. He's got some very good cards left in his deck. Ancient of Lore, Druid of the Claw.
I wonder.
Force of Nature, Savage Roar, but doesn't have it here. That's just a clear. Savage Roar would put him 1 short. That's a relief. It's one of the best cards. He's been holding that.
Shields up.
I'll have to take a detour and cut this, otherwise my Flame Tongue is in danger. Could have put him at 10, and then I would have probably stalled out. This position, I would rather be in his, but it really depends on the cards in his hand.
Where shall I strike?
Without knowing anything, I would take his position over mine. I wonder how many good cards I have left in my deck. Oh, that's a good one. It's not that great, though. To go for the saucy play. What is the worst that could happen? I will lose to Druid of the Claw number 2 plus Savage Roar. But it looks like he'll voluntarily trade. I'll go for the glory.
Who dares defile this
I know I have another Lightning Storm here. Although that's no longer lethal because he did the trade.
My eyes are open.
But it would still be a good card. Wow. Oh, the taunt too. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I am actually favored. I think this is the first time this game where the win percentage that I think that I'm favored to win has gone above 50%. I mean, other than the start of the game, in which I think that this deck is slightly favored. This has been quite the game. I don't even remember what happened in the early game, so I actually can't say that. But I felt behind for like the last 5 turns at least. Maybe the last 8.
Time waits for no one.
Let's play some Talked Up Wars. Okay. That's a pretty good one too. What? Alright. It's fine. Apparently the rest of my deck's pretty good anyways. I've been holding that for a while.
I'm almost out of cards.
I don't know. I'm just curious what the last card in my deck is.
I'm out of cards.
Okay. I mean, Naturalize is not actually as bad as I gave my surprise to. Alright, even better than a pack. Let's do an arena. Let's bring a little bit of holiness into the world.
The light shall bring victory.
That was your third loss. Use your praise
Oh,
to see what you
I actually went 4 and 3. The reason why the innkeeper is still talking to me is because the first time I went 12 and 1. I forgot. I was like, why is it telling me this again? Wow, got an extra 30 gold. Discount. Ooh, got the second Stormforged Axe. And a Wild Pyro. Interesting. Those are both cards that I would consider putting in this deck. Rip Torn. So I have the option to make a change here, but I've grown rather fond of this deck. There's not really much I would change about it. A Chillwind could go. I'm gonna try out this second axe thing. I think the card might be good enough, and the games generally go long enough to use all the charges. Also gives me a bit more early game presence. And I also just happened to get an axe. Alright, let's roll with that.
Victory or death for Doomhammer.
A strong hand against Aggro Warrior. A mediocre hand against non-Aggro Warrior. Not a big deal. Let's see, if I play Unbound, he has to do 1 damage. That's with something like a Cruel Taskmaster. Do I want to chance it? Alright. It's sort of a gamble against him having a Cruel Taskmaster.
Armor made to fit.
Or Slam. I mean, Slam is a slightly less good answer. Taskmaster, best answer.
Back to work.
Let's see. Probably worth 1 rock biter.
What to do?
Then again, I could just take it easy. It doesn't really have anything pressing for me to deal with, and the Lightning Storm kills all, eventually. Any damage he does is irrelevant. Alexstrasza would put me down to 15 anyways.
Pain, speak to me.
I'm just gonna wait until spell damage totem. He's got the most minions he'll ever have out with this deck. Yeah, that came earlier. It's nice. 4 damage. Darn. Looks like I'll be playing this very slowly. Hey, it's a Stormforged Axe.
Elements
First of 2. Look at how good this gadget sound's gonna be. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll wait until I have 9 mana, I guess. Baron Geddon. Alright, not too bad. 5, 6. I'll hold on to the gadget sand. Not worth playing it to just draw 1 card right now, I think. Considering all the cards I could draw later.
Elements guide.
I have no fear of going down to 17 against the warrior of the control variety. As long as it's not under 15, I'm happy. That's using the resources efficiently. And I want him to have several targets for me to gadget in and blow stuff up with.
To Northrend! Victory!
My blade be thirsty.
I am super unconcerned about his health total. Man, when am I gonna get useful cards?
Guide me.
I've actually gotta be a bit concerned. Grommish plus Taskmaster is 12. Plus 3 is 15. 4, 10, 12. Yeah! Got healed! That's value. Let's see, 4, 6, 8. No, I don't want to use both Earth Shocks. Maybe a Lightning Storm, but I've already used one. People saying I'm too greedy have no idea what they're talking about. This is how you play the matchup, yo! It's how it's done around here. Without extreme greed, you have no chance. I'm a little sad I could only draw 2. Oh, maybe I'll draw more. Maybe I won't. my gosh, it's Miracle Warrior. Could use Azure Drake. That's actually what I was going to say, but it felt a bit specific to ask for, but I hadn't drawn any. That was looking pretty good.
I have no time for games.
My shield for Argus.
Right, of course will be Earth Shocked, and then Fire Elemental. How convenient. Let's see, still got the Brawl. Mana Tide should be good. While there's little excitement on the board. Nice, Fire Elemental one. Looks like here comes the Shield Slam. Maybe the Rag. No, the Rag is impossible. Hooray. Slam execute. I don't know.
Let the pain speak to me.
Alright, the Brawl is gone, so if I put out a lot of taunts, that'll make me a lot safer. Looks like this turn will be 3, 6, 10, unless I want to play it slow with getting totems each turn, in which case that'll be 2, 5, 8, and save the card draw. Nah, I should play the Drake. It's okay for Unbound to miss one buff. The benefit is getting one totem. Having a lot of guys out is useful now that the Brawl has been spent. It's rare for warriors to play 2 Brawl. Ragnaros has more targets, and Gromish cannot charge. My precious face. 2 Brawls isn't out of the question, but it is very weak against super aggro. If you want to be the Shaman killer though, you can run 2 Brawls.
Back to work.
Three, 4, 8, 10.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
I don't want to lose one of these Spirit Wolves. They're quite valuable. If I get the taunt, no, the healing totem, that would be quite good. Lightning Bolt, fine. Can go to the totem for this turn. I'm actually favored to win here. Surprise, surprise.
I dream and the world trembles.
Ready for that.
Hey, give me a minute.
Just gotta dodge a Sarah Awakens. Oh, that would suck. So I think he has a 20% chance to win, and the chance is purely if he got Ysera Awakens. Because Gromish Ysera Awakens is a kill.
Hey, give me a minute.
Whoops. Gave him 1 extra armor. Whatever.
I'm almost out of cards. I can wait.
Here comes the big guy. I didn't even need to use a hex on that. Can save it for the Ragnaros. Right, the taunt doesn't matter since he doesn't have any more chargers. 6, 11, 15, 16. I would rather get the taunt totem. So these 3 totems trade, and I can play one of the uses. Well, it's unfortunate the way these are positioned. Have to use an extra totem. Last card could be Gorehal. Haven't seen it yet.
Well played.
Oh my gosh. I might actually get like a 1 in 7 chance of dying. Oh, looks like he does not run Rag.